Hello everybody, it is Dangeles, and I am back again for episode number 82 of Constructing Los Angeles. And guys, last episode we went ahead and worked on this little sewer thing over here, kind of the sewer entrance. So that turned out pretty good, and I think we kind of have finally figured out what we want to do with this. So we kind of originally had it as a, well, the intentions of it being a pond over here, but it kind of didn't work out since, there was limited space. So I kind of like turned the bigger stream into kind of like a smaller little link into this sewer. So that kind of works out. And what did I want to do to start this episode? That's right, I want to get a water bucket out. I never understood why like the water buckets are, they're red for lava. Like if you were playing survival on this texture pack, would like a regular bucket turn blue if you put water in it? I don't know. I guess it would, but I've never played survival on this texture pack. Default for the win when it comes to survival. Okay, so I filled that in. Next thing I want to do is I want to come over here and actually try something out. I thought about doing some sort of like little log table here. So we have like a log that kind of runs across, and then what I can do is get out some oak wood slabs and place them on each side of this log. And it kind of has like a little log table. I actually put some buttons on the edges of the logs just to make it look a little bit cooler. Something like that. And then I want to add some umbrellas. So let's get an umbrella out. I'm going to do an umbrella with gray and light gray carpet. I also need some strang. Alright, so we're going to put an umbrella right here. Take it up like 4 blocks. Place it there. 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 And there. We got a place here. It's kind of tricky to see string, since it's kind of like invisible. So we're gonna place our carpets not there, right there, and right here. So there we go. We got our little carpet umbrella there. We could actually put another one over here. Now I'm thinking about it, since it doesn't really do justice on the whole table when it comes to the sun. Okay, so we'll place some more string. So how you guys doing? We're back for CLD 82, and just continuing to get progress done on the park. Ideally, this is probably gonna be my last episode on the park. I think I should have it pretty much completed by the time next episode rolls around. But that works out. That works out right there. So let's put some trees around it. Let's plan where some trees would be. So we got some oak wood. We got some grass blocks. We got our oak saplings. We need our glass and our soda can, aka the bone meal. Still don't know why it's a soda can. We're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4 up there. Let's do it like here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. The trees aren't gonna be as abundant. Wow, I can't speak right now. Abundant as they are over there, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna place these blocks here, and we're gonna bone meal this. Hopefully we can get some good ones first try. Oh yeah, nice. I've been getting lucky. That's back-to-back good trees, first try on camera. That works out. Let's do another one here, guys. If I don't get one, that's good. I'll probably cut the video, and yeah, we just got Humpty Dumpty right here. So, oh, by the way, guys, I got my modded controller fixed, so I am using it right now. Forgot to mention that. I got it fixed a few days ago, so. But it is fixed now, so I can use it again to break trees that are Humpty Dumpties. Oh, there we go. We got the behemoth tree right there. I love it. Awesome. That's a really nice one. Beautiful, beautiful. Want to make sure that they don't like leak too much into the desert biome, because desert biome leaves might be uglier than desert biome grass. So I don't want to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's go like 2 blocks in here, and let's place another tree. So we're gonna just, okay, that one, how's that one? I don't know if that one gets the Dangeles seal of approval. It's all right. I'll leave it for now. Might change it later. All right, so there we go. And that's about all I'm gonna do for trees right now. It's not necessary for me to plant them all right now, but I like the idea of that. That looks good. Little table here. Maybe I could actually put some pressure plates of stone on here, kind of looking like plates or something like that. There's a little picnic bench looking thing, kind of like a natural picnic bench. I am going to, speaking of natural, I actually am going to bone meal some grass around this area with my magic soda can. So some people watch Magic School Bus. You could watch Magic Soda Can with Dangeles. I loved Magic School Bus when I was like 4. It was a good show. If any 90s kids will remember that. Alright, so let's see. There we go. Just a little bit of grass around the trees, you know, why not? So I'm going to plant a whole bunch of trees going all the way through here on this side of the park as well. People were asking me if I was going to do some sort of, wait, what did I make this out of over here? Is this snow? It is. So people were asking me if I was going to do some sort of, you know, like outfield wall on the baseball field, since, you know, what happens if you hit a double and it goes like rolling down the hill into the water? Does that count as like a homer? Yeah, that is a good question. You know, it's really not supposed to be like a super serious, you know, baseball field in terms of like, you know, the dimensions or anything like that. So, you know, we're not trying to play big league games at this field. This is just, you know, a simple park softball field. Nothing too fancy about it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we'll do 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, wait. Counting the wrong one. Derp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. I should probably not sing, even though nothing better than a good Taylor Swift, you know, karaoke. Okay, so as far as a wall, right? I could do, you know, the initial walls, since they are walls, but I just don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to make this like a foul pole, just because why not? I don't even think I'm going to put an outfield wall. It's just a softball field. It's nothing too fancy, you know, like step up to the plate. I actually am a lefty, so I step to this side of the plate. I'm just going to bash a home run over the wall. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's see now. What can we do? What can we do? We have this kind of filled in. What I need to do is add some, what's that stuff called? Sugarcane. Sugarcane. And I need to add some bone meal as well to this park, as well as some other things. I want to get the park done. You know, again, this will be the last episode of CLD Park Edition. Once this episode is done, you know, no matter how close we are to finishing the park, it will be the last episode of the park. We've done 3 or 4 episodes now of the park. No need to do any more. You know, the park is just, I need to finish it, you know. So whether I finish it or not, I'm going to do the rest of it off camera, and then we're going to do some more work on other things. My goal for next episode is to try to work up in the Hollywood Hills part of the map. It's not really a hill. It's really just kind of like a couple of skyscrapers will be towering over it, which doesn't make sense, but you know, it's Minecraft. Things don't make sense in Minecraft. You gotta just understand that. When you're building a city, you just need to, sometimes you gotta accept the fact that things aren't gonna make sense to real life. Like, for example, you know, in real life, a big skyscraper like that is not going to be taller than the mountain, the biggest mountain range in the world, like not even close. So, I mean, I get a lot of, you know, of my video game relationship with a city through GTA, right? And you know, in that game, you know, there are some big hills behind, you know, the main part of the city where the skyscrapers are, right? And those mountains are at least 2 or 3 times as high as the skyscrapers, and as tall or as high or whatever. And that's just not the case in Minecraft. You just simply can't do that. If I had the direct conversion, the mountains in this world would be like 500 blocks tall. So sometimes, you know, it's tricky to make things realistic, especially on Xbox when we don't have any of, like, you know, what's that stuff called? You know, world edit. So we don't have that kind of stuff to help, you know, place, you know, big mountains and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna drape some leaves going down through here. I like doing this. It makes it look a little bit more grassy. I enjoy it. Just a couple spots here. Maybe I'll make like a tree line, and that will be the kind of the unofficial home run fence of this ballpark. Or this diamond, I guess. I think that's what I'll probably do. I'm going to extend it out this way a little bit. Like that. That actually looks pretty good. Nice and grassy, nice and natural looking. I like this so far. It's hard to make things look super duper, like, natural and grassy in this texture pack. A lot easier in the natural texture pack, hence the name. It's a lot easier to build a city in this one. So, you know, the names definitely live up to the hype. So let's see. I want to get some oak wood, and let's place an oak wood tree like right here. Make it a few blocks tall. Maybe another one like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one here. 2, 3, 4. Then one more like right here. So let's try to plant these now, because I like. Let's just plant some more trees. Why not? I enjoy planting trees. We got to make sure that each tree gets the Danlag seal of approval. And for those of you who don't know what that is, to be honest, I don't really even know what that is. But it's just a tree that is, you know, it gets the stamp. You know, it doesn't have to have any particular qualities. It just has to. I just need to look at it, and first glance, I will know if it will receive a seal of approval from your friendly neighborhood Danlags. If it does, then it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Simple as that. Okay, so we got to get out the wood. That's the last material we need. So let's go ahead and place our glass. And this tree does not get the Danlag seal of approval, so it will be ripped down immediately. And this is where the modded controller comes in really handy, because it takes a long time to tear trees down. Most people just TNT them, but I can actually just tear them down with my hand, with my super duper fast mod. So I actually didn't even think it was on right there. So that's kind of awkward. I'm advertising and I'm not even using it. Alright, again, that does not get the Danlag seal of approval, and you're probably thinking now, okay, he's getting a little bit picky. But believe me, I am very picky when it comes to planting trees in this game. You know, it's go big or go home for me. I'm not accepting any Humpty Dumpties in this world. No. I did in Danville for a little bit. You can fly through Danville and you'll find a couple of Humpty Dumpties. That is unacceptable. In this world, we go big or we go home. So there we go. That tree looks like it will get the seal of approval. Yeah, that one's good enough. That one's right on the edge of getting the seal of approval. So let's go round 2 with this one. So look at me trying to make tree placing interesting. Okay. I think it's interesting. I like trees. Okay, that definitely gets a seal of approval. We don't even need to check it from a distance. That is a seal of approval without a doubt. That's a big ass tree. Okay, so we're gonna place another glass block here. I like using glass blocks as the diagonal block. You can use any kind of block as long as it's not like dirt or wood. We get another tree, back-to-back seal of approvals, and we're just dishing out these seal of approvals like we're dishing out Pulitzer prizes or whatever. I feel like every book has a Pulitzer prize. Is that just me? I don't know. Half of you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about, so never mind. Who reads books nowadays, please? 2014. Books? Alright, let's see. Come on, let's do it. Get one more seal of approval tree. You can do it, game. I don't know. That doesn't look like a seal of approval tree to me. No way. It's a little bit too stumpy. Not a big fan of that one. So we're gonna have to get rid of this one. Sorry game. I hate ripping down trees, but you know, it's worth it in the long run because we want to get some nice big trees, and you know, that's important because trees are like the best thing in this game. Simple as that. The fact that I'm able to make like big tall trees like this are just really cool. I love how there's like, this is a thing, you know, where you can like, you know, enhance the growth of trees. I love that. Come on, you can do it. Give me one more. Yeah, as you can see, the bone meal is not cooperating with me right now. Maybe it's charging up for a super tree, or gives me another stumpy. Stop giving me stumpies. Well, I call them Humpty Dumpties. I don't even know why. I've been calling them Humpty Dumpties since I first started doing this back in the day. Back in Danville, in the Ville of Dans. All right, so, all right, let's see. It's been a long time since I finished Danville, and I'm thinking about it. Oh my god, that is a monster. Look at that thing. It's got branches and everything. Holy crap. That tree makes me a little bit hard. No, I'm just kidding. That's just weird. Alright, so there we go. We got like a line of trees that lines the field. I like that. But anyway, like I was saying, Danville, you know, that world's been finished for almost a year now. And it's crazy. Like, I think I finished that world when I had about 25,000 subscribers, which means that since I just hit 125,000 a few days ago, which, guys, I thank you very much for that. It's been almost 100,000. My channel's grown almost 100,000 subscribers since well, approximately that, since I finished Danville, which is crazy. So, like, that means, like, you know, a lot, like, most of you guys have never even seen me build that map, like, in its prime, but if you guys have, if you're veteran Danlags fans, you know, you guys remember when I was back and doing house tours on Danville. You guys are cool people. And of course, all you new guys, you know, there's nothing wrong with going back and checking out some of the vids. Even though I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I would not recommend going back and checking out my old videos, because every time once in a while I look back at them and I'm just like, ugh, these videos are not very good. I've improved so much, I feel like, which is something that I'm kind of proud of, that I've just, you know, been able to make strides and make my channel better over time. You know, that's kind of the whole goal with YouTube, just to continue to make your channel better than it was the day before. And I try to do that. Just, you know, just try to become better at it over time. So I just broke a block that I didn't want to break. Surprise, surprise, mod controller at its best. But I like having kind of the, you know, the spruce leaves kind of just drenched around all over the place. I don't know why I like that. And drench is definitely not the right word. Draped. Okay, so what I want to do real quick before we close out today's episode is just do a little bit of quick terraforming. Nothing too fancy. Just underneath this bridge. It's going to be kind of dark under here, so now that I'm thinking about that, I'm going to place some glowstone under here. And just, you know, just to place some glowstone's an awesome block in this texture pack. You gotta love it. So I gotta line it up where it connects. So it's gonna be like here. Let me fill in this space real quick. Alright. So, yep, that works. So fill this in here. Take this across. And we'll line it up with this. Awesome. So then under here, we can place... Oh, look at that. Turned into snow. It's funny. I always used to get so surprised by that. I'd be like, what? Snow biome? Not good? I was worried that I was getting a biome shift. You know, how that used to be a thing. I think they patched that because that didn't happen to me when TO14 came out. I guess that's not a thing anymore. That ruined one of my very old worlds back in the day. I remember it turned my entire world into snow biome, and I was very sad because I liked that world. And then that's kind of how that's why I started Danville, partially because well, first of all, my friends wanted to start a new city. Getting all nostalgic this episode. My friends wanted to start a new town, right? Just where we could all build and stuff like that. So, and I was okay with it because my world had turned into a snow biome, so I was kind of sad. So I wanted to start a new one, and then, you know, it kind of just blossomed into what it came into. You know, just I started making videos on it because my friends were like, Dan, you should make videos on this world because it's fun and we like it. And I was like, yes, let's do that. And, you know, look what happened. Look what it turned into today. It's kind of crazy. Los Angeles wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the support you guys gave me on Danville. So, you know how it goes. Just a little bit of a quick history lesson on how Dan Lags became a YouTuber. I have to credit my friends because they really kind of motivated me. I was kind of on the fence of whether to do it. I didn't think it would really pan out to be anything, but, you know, I was wrong. You know, Dan, yeah, that was a good decision. That was a good decision. And I appreciate my friends. I have cool friends. My friends are cool people. You know, you guys know them. You guys know Tyler from the Survival Island series. You guys know Jack from Survival Shenanigans, and try to get some more of my friends on the series eventually. Like, I want to try to get my friend Matt on the on a video, but, you know, we just never get around to it since pretty much all we play is, when I'm playing with my friend Matt, we pretty much only play GTA 5 or we occasionally play some Call of Duty. I'm not really into Call of Duty as much as I used to be, but we still like to play it sometimes just for fun. And you know, my friends in real life don't really play Minecraft a whole lot. They're not huge Minecraft fans like I am. So, you know, it is sometimes hard for me to convince them to play the game since they're like just not interested in playing it really. You know, they used to be. You know, my friend, Tyler's still really into the game. So, you know, Tyler's cool. He's still into the game. Tyler does the Survival Island series with me. He still plays Minecraft all the time with me. Jack and my other friends and IRL friends, they don't play as much as they, you know, as I would prefer them to, since, you know, I play all the time. So I would like them to join me, so it's not as lonely. But, you know, it's all good. I don't mind. If they don't want to play it, that's fine. But seriously, though, they need to play it. Yeah, but, I don't know. Let's see. They just don't enjoy, like, creative building as much as I do, so, you know, I can understand why Minecraft could get a little bit boring if you don't build. Because, like, if I didn't build, like, all I would do is play survival, which I do play a lot of survival behind the scenes, believe it or not. I do play still on the Survival Shenanigans server a lot. I have so many diamonds in that world. It's unbelievable how many diamonds I have. I have like 5 stacks of 64 diamonds in my ender chest. It's ridiculous. But we gotta do another Survival Shenanigans series or an episode, seriously. Like, we really need to. because we haven't been on that world in like a month since like Papa Lags. Papa Lags ran out of lives, so we haven't been able to play with him. So I was able to terraform that in like 3 minutes, so that's pretty good. While I was talking about random stuff, my God, I just went on like the biggest tangent of all time. God, that was a nasty tangent. But anyway, guys, that is where I'm going to conclude the episode. Got a lot done in the park today, actually. Pretty good work on it. We got a lot of trees put in, a lot of terraforming. The park is almost done. I'm going to plant some more trees on this side. And, you know, that's going to be pretty much it. I mean, I like the way this is looking. I like the baseball field. I like the trees. I just like it. I think it looks really good. And then, you know, the sand kind of like lining the river. You know, it's all man-made over here. That's what's cool about it. And then, you know, this is going to be like the big lake thing over here that I'm going to work on soon. Sooner rather than later. I need to tear down these buildings here and move them somewhere else, since this is going to be some more skyscrapers. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for surviving my tangent of all time. That was the tangent to end all tangents. But anyway, guys, it has been your friendly neighborhood Dan Likes. Be sure to give the video a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.